Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something today. If your dreams aren't making people call you crazy, then you're not dreaming big enough. See, the world has this funny way of trying to keep you small, trying to make you think you don't deserve what's out there. But I'm here to tell you, dream big, so big that the people around you, the naysayers, the small thinkers, the ones who are afraid of change, those people look at you and call you crazy. And you know what? That's when you know you're on the right track. If your dreams are not making people look at you and say you're crazy, then you're not aiming high enough. I mean, if your dreams don't scare the life out of you, if they don't make your heart race because you're so uncertain how it'll play out, then you're playing it safe. And let me be clear, playing it safe will never take you to the heights you were born to reach. We are conditioned to believe that we need to think small, that we need to fit into this little box that society has drawn for us. People will tell you it's unrealistic, that you need to be more practical. But let me tell you something, they're not thinking big enough for you. You weren't put on this earth to follow the easy path, to do what everyone else is doing, to play by the rules that other people set. No, you're here to shake things up, to disrupt the status quo, and to leave a legacy that makes the world take notice. I need you to understand this. When you dream big, really big, you are going to face challenges, and there are going to be those who tell you you're out of your mind. But that's exactly where you need to be. If you're getting pushback, if people are questioning your every move, that means you're pushing the boundaries. You're going where others are too scared to go. And that's exactly where greatness is born. The bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, and the bigger the reward on the other side of the Saudi risk. When you step out on faith, when you take that first leap, don't be surprised when people start calling you crazy. Let them, you know what? Let them doubt you, let them talk behind your back, let them roll their eyes. Their opinion doesn't matter. The only opinion that matters is the one you have of yourself and the one you have of the dreams you're going to make come true. They can't see what you see. They can't feel the fire you have inside you. And that's why they don't get it. You've got to move with conviction, even when you're unsure. Keep pushing forward when the road gets tough, because one day when you make it to the top, and you will make it, they won't be calling you crazy anymore. They'll be calling you a visionary. So dream big, dream loud, and dream proud. The world better get ready for you. Let me tell you something, folks, if your dreams don't make people look at you like you've lost your mind, then you're not dreaming big enough. Dreams that are too small will never get you anywhere extraordinary. You've got to think bigger than your current reality, bigger than your circumstances, bigger than what the world tells you is possible. And let me be honest with you, people will laugh at you, question you, and doubt you when your dreams are big. They'll say you're crazy, that it's impossible, that you're out of your mind. And you know what? That's exactly how it's supposed to be. Why? Because when you dream big, you're stepping outside of the ordinary. You're pushing against the grain. You're reaching for something that others won't even dare to imagine. That's when you know you're on the right track. When the world calls you crazy, that's just a sign that you're moving in the direction of greatness. You're doing what the small-minded people can't fathom, and that's where the magic happens. Don't let anyone talk you out of your dreams. I don't care how big the dream is or how many people think you're delusional. If your dream is so big that it scares you, if it seems impossible to others, then you're on the right path. You've got to be willing to take risks. You've got to be willing to stand firm in your belief, even when the world around you doubts you. Your dreams are yours to chase, not theirs. So I need you to keep pushing, keep striving, keep moving forward, even when it feels like you're fighting an uphill battle. Because one day when you make it, the very same people who called you crazy will be asking you how you did it. Keep dreaming big. Keep believing. And never ever back down. Let me tell you something, folks. If your dreams don't make people step back and call you crazy, then you're not dreaming nearly big enough. When you think small, you limit yourself. You're only going to get as far as your comfort zone. And that's nowhere near where you're meant to go. I'm talking about dreams that make you feel a little uncomfortable, the kind that stir up excitement and fear all at once. Those are the dreams that will take you places you've never imagined. Here's the thing, people are going to doubt you. They'll tell you it's unrealistic, that it's impossible, and maybe even laugh at you. But you know what I say to that. Let them. You see, when they call you crazy, it's not a sign that you're wrong, it's a sign that you're pushing the limits. You're doing what they couldn't even dream of doing. And that's the moment you know you're on the right track. If your dreams don't make people question your sanity, then you're not reaching high enough. There will be moments when you doubt yourself, when you wonder if maybe they're right. But don't you dare listen to that. Your dream is yours, and it doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. It only has to make sense to you. When you're brave enough to chase something bigger than what others think is possible, that's when you open up the door to greatness. Yes, it'll be tough. Yes, you'll face challenges, setbacks, and probably a lot of people telling you to give up. But those who have achieved anything significant in this life didn't get there by playing it safe. They got there by following a dream that made everyone else call them crazy. So keep dreaming big. Keep pushing forward even when the road gets rough. Your dream is worth every moment of struggle, because one day the world will see exactly what you were chasing. Keep going, because the impossible is just a step away from reality. Let me tell you something right now. If your dreams don't make people call you crazy, then you're not dreaming big enough. You see, most people are comfortable with the idea of playing small. They're okay with the idea of staying within the lines, doing what everyone else does and sticking to the safe path. But you're not here for that. No, you're here to break boundaries, to do things that others can't even imagine, and to live a life that others only dream about. And let me tell you, when you start dreaming that big, people are going to want to look at you like you're out of your mind. Now, you've got to understand something. The more they doubt you, the more you're on the right track. If everyone around you is telling you to scale it back, that it's impossible, that you're crazy for thinking so big, then you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. People will try to bring you down, and they'll try to fit you into their little box, their tiny vision of what success should look like. But your vision is bigger than theirs, and it's going to take you further than they can see. The truth is, dreaming big requires courage. It requires you to step out in faith, to believe in something that hasn't happened yet. It's going to take hard work, persistence, and faith in yourself, especially when everyone else is telling you to quit. But let me tell you something, greatness never came from playing it safe. You can't achieve anything extraordinary by staying within the limits of what others think is possible. You've got to push the boundaries, aim for the stars, and go after what seems impossible. When you do that, that's when the magic happens. So yes, people will call you crazy. Let them. Because one day, when you've achieved your dreams, those same people will be standing in awe, asking how you did it. You keep dreaming big, keep pushing forward, and prove to the world that the impossible is just another step on your journey. Let me tell you something right now. If your dreams don't make people call you crazy, you're not aiming high enough. You see, the world we live in loves to tell you what's possible and what's not. It loves to put limits on your potential and tells you to stay inside the lines. But here's the truth, you were not born to live inside those lines. You were born to dream big, to go after what others think is impossible, and to carve out a path that has never been seen before. And when you start dreaming that big, the people around you ought to look at you like you've lost your mind. They'll question you, doubt you, and try to talk you out of it. And you know what? Let them. When they call you crazy, that's when you know you're on the right track. That's when you know you're thinking bigger than they can even comprehend. Because the truth is, small minds are afraid of big dreams. They'll tell you it can't be done because they've never seen it done before. But that's the point. You're meant to be the one who does it. If you dream big enough, you'll step into territory no one has ever gone before. And that's where the magic happens. Now, let me be clear, dreaming big isn't easy. It's not supposed to be. It's going to require everything you've got. You'll face setbacks. People will doubt you. You might even doubt yourself at times. But you can't let that stop you. You've got to believe in your dream so much that you're willing to fight for it when no one else will. You've got to be willing to stand alone, to take risks, to get out of your comfort zone. So if people are calling you crazy, good. You're on the right path. Keep dreaming bigger. Keep pushing forward. One day the world will look at you and realize that the crazy dreamer was the one who changed everything. Keep going. Your time is coming. Let me tell you something, if your dreams don't make people call you crazy, you're not thinking big enough. Dreaming big is not for the faint of heart. It's for those who are ready to go beyond what's comfortable, beyond what's expected. When you start reaching for something greater than what the world tells you is possible, though, and then town of people who think you're out of your mind. And guess what? That's exactly where you need to be. When people doubt you, when they tell you it can't be done, that's a sign you're on the right track. Greatness has never come from playing it safe or doing what everyone else does. It's come from those who dare to dream big, to defy the odds, and to push past the limits others set. It's easy to follow the crowd, but it takes courage to stand out, to walk a path no one else is willing to walk. Your dream is yours for a reason. It's yours to chase, yours to believe in, and yours to make happen. Don't let anyone talk you out of it. Keep dreaming bigger than they can see. And when they call you crazy, know that you're doing something right, because those who change the world are often the ones others think are crazy. Keep pushing, keep believing, keep going. So here's the bottom line, folks, dream big. Dream so big that people can't help but call you crazy, because when your dreams are big enough to make others uncomfortable, that's when you know you're on the path to greatness. You were not born to fit into the little box that society has set for you. You were born to push boundaries, to break through limits, and to go after what others won't even dare to imagine. Yes, there will be moments of doubt. Yes, there will be people who tell you it's impossible. But I want you to remember this: every great person who has ever achieved anything extraordinary has been called crazy at some point. It's those crazy dreams, those audacious goals, that lead to real change. You don't have to explain your vision to anyone who can't see it. Your dream is yours, and you're the one who has the power to make it a reality. So never let anyone tell you your dream is too big, too crazy, or too impossible. Keep pushing, keep striving, and keep believing in what you know in your heart you are meant to achieve. One day, those who doubted you will look back and realize that the crazy dreamer was the one who changed everything. So go ahead, dream big, chase it with everything you've got, and show the world what you're made of. You've got this. Thank you.